Walk into almost any sports store in the world and a familiar symbol appears again and again. A simple curved check mark sits on shoes, clothing, and equipment used by athletes across dozens of sports. That symbol has become one of the most recognizable brand marks on the planet. Yet behind it sits a business system far more complex than a clothing company. On the surface, Nike sells athletic shoes and sports apparel. Runners buy training shoes, basketball players wear signature sneakers, fans purchase jerseys and athletic gear inspired by professional sports. But the real strategy behind Nike is not only manufacturing products, it is building a global brand machine. In the early days of the company, the focus was performance. Nike worked closely with athletes to design footwear optimized for specific sports. Running shoes became lighter. Basketball shoes improved traction and ankle support. The products targeted serious competitors looking for small performance advantages. But performance alone does not create a global brand. Nike realized something important about sports culture. Athletes influence far more people than those who compete professionally. Fans watch games, follow teams, and admire star players. What professional athletes wear often shapes broader cultural trends, so Nike began building partnerships with athletes. Instead of only selling equipment, the company associated its products with some of the most visible figures in sports. Signature shoes and endorsement campaigns connected the brand to moments of athletic achievement. Over time, this created a powerful marketing loop. An athlete wins a championship or breaks a record while wearing a certain product. Fans watching those moments associate the performance with the brand. When those fans later buy athletic gear, the brand already carries emotional meaning. This strategy expanded far beyond individual athletes. Nike built relationships with entire sports leagues, teams, and major events. Television broadcasts, stadium sponsorships, and global tournaments placed the brand in front of enormous audiences. But the marketing system works only if products remain competitive. Behind the brand image sits a global product development network. Designers experiment with materials, cushioning technologies, and lightweight construction techniques. New models launch frequently across multiple sports categories. However, Nike's business structure differs from traditional manufacturing companies. The company focuses heavily on design, brand management, and distribution, while relying on manufacturing partners to produce many of the physical products. Factories across multiple countries produce footwear and apparel according to Nike's specifications. This structure allows flexibility. Production capacity can scale depending on demand, while the company concentrates resources on product design and marketing strategy. But the real engine of the system appears in distribution. Nike products reach customers through multiple channels. Retail stores, sports shops, and digital platforms all carry the brand. Online commerce now plays an increasingly important role as customers purchase products directly through apps and websites. Digital platforms also strengthen the brand ecosystem. Fitness tracking apps, training programs, and community challenges connect consumers with the brand beyond simple product purchases. Runners track their progress. Athletes share workouts. Communities form around sports participation. This turns customers into long-term participants in the ecosystem. Yet maintaining a global brand requires constant attention. Fashion trends shift quickly. Athletic technology evolves. New competitors enter the sportswear industry regularly. The brand must remain culturally relevant across different countries and sports communities. Marketing campaigns therefore adapt to new cultural moments. Global sporting events, emerging athletes, and social movements often shape how the brand communicates with audiences. Each campaign reinforces the idea that the brand represents performance ambition and athletic identity. Behind these campaigns sits a carefully coordinated strategy. Product innovation keeps athletes interested. Endorsements create cultural visibility. Distribution networks deliver products worldwide. Digital platforms build long-term engagement with consumers. Together, these elements create a brand machine. From the outside, A pair of athletic shoes might look like a simple product on a store shelf, but behind that product sits decades of brand building. Athlete partnerships connecting sports performance with cultural identity. Design teams developing new technologies and styles. Global supply chains producing millions of products each year. And marketing campaigns shaping how entire generations think about sports and performance. In many industries, companies compete mainly through price or manufacturing scale. Nike built a different type of advantage, a brand powerful enough to influence how people think about sports itself. And that brand machine became one of the most valuable systems in the global apparel industry.